Kaleidoscope, a weekly public affairs program brought to you in partnership with the Urban League of Greater Cleveland, Kaleidoscope Magazine, and News Channel 5.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the broadcast today. The Cleveland Clinic hosts Lung Health Day on Saturday, June the 28th. Dr. Rachel Talercio is here to talk more about this event and what the community can expect. Then the Executive Director of Esperanzo, Victor Ruiz, is here to tell us about this year's Fiesta of Hope Luncheon. On the broadcast after that, Dr. Renee Kavor-Willis of the Greater Cleveland Delta Foundation Life Development Center and John Hairston of the Black Diamond Intergenerational Institute will tell us about the Gailey Awards breakfast honoring African American men. Good morning, everybody. I'm Leon Bibb. This is Kaleidoscope. And so we begin with Dr. Rachel Talercio, who's a pulmonologist at Cleveland Clinic. Good to have you in the house,
Thank
Doctor.
you for having me.
Oh, it is our pleasure to have you here. Things are well at Cleveland Clinic, I suppose?
They are. They're very well, thanks.
Oh, we're glad to hear that, too. You are having a big event about Lung Health
Yes.
Day. Give me a background before we get to what's going to take place on that day. Our lungs, what do our lungs do for us? How vital are they to us?
Oh, the lungs are extremely vital. They are, I like to think they're the most important organ in the body, of course, being a lung doctor, but it's how we get the air that we breathe, exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide, and give our cells and our body the nutrients they need.
And if we start putting bad things like smoking and all of that into the lungs, that has a negative impact on the whole body, right?
Absolutely. Smoking doesn't just affect the lungs. It can affect the entire body, and it does.
So you're going to be talking about all of this on Lung Health Day, which is Saturday, June the 28th at the Cleveland Clinic. What's going to happen at Lung Health Day?
So Lung Health Day is an opportunity for people with lung issues to get the help they need, and also a chance for us to educate the public, particularly people who are interested in lung disease, about ways not to get a lung problem. Everybody's invited. It's really a family event.
We've talked about smoking. We just touched upon that. What other things can put us at risk for lung problems?
So smoking is the biggest thing. You definitely want to never start smoking, and if you do, absolutely we want you to quit. So smoking is the #1 factor, but we also worry about exposure to both outdoor and indoor air pollution and things that can trigger your breathing and make your breathing worse.
So the air we take in.
The air we take in has a big impact on lung health, absolutely.
What's going to happen on Lung Health Day now? You're going to have health screenings and things like that?
Yes, so people can get their lung function tested, and there'll be counseling so we can provide you with what it means to get your lung function tested and what your results showed. There'll be educational sessions on lung health and wellness, on smoking cessation, a session on yoga, and lots of stuff for the kids. We have music and games and healthy food. It's really an event for the whole family.
And where are we having this? Where are we holding this on Saturday, June 28th at the Cleveland Clinic? Where about in the clinic?
So this is at the Cleveland Clinic main campus downtown. In the, it's a yard or a mall across from the Glickman Institute.
Yeah, You'll see it. I mean, there'll be
lots of signs.
You can't help but see it.
You cannot help but see it. And there's free parking, and of course the admission's free.
Main campus of Cleveland Clinic, which is at 9500 Euclid Avenue, and it's all free?
It's all free, and everybody's welcome to attend.
My notes tell me it starts at 10 o'clock in the morning and runs until 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Runs until 2 o'clock.
That's on Saturday, June the 28th. What is your advice to people, I mean, about living clean lives and keeping our lungs healthy?
So I can't emphasize enough, I know we've already talked about it, but never to smoke, or if you do smoke, to quit. That's the #1 thing. But also just to eat healthy, exercise, maintain a healthy lifestyle, decrease your exposure to both indoor and outdoor air pollutions. All of that's important. Smoking's the #1 thing you can do for your health.
Those people who suffer from asthma, how does our environment impact their lives? The pollution in the air.
It has a huge impact. Cleveland as a city is one of the top 25 cities for air pollution in the country, and we have a higher rate of asthma in part because of that. So asthma triggers can be both outdoor and indoor air pollutions. Can absolutely make asthma worse.
Age groups who are at risk for lung diseases?
All age groups. Cleveland in particular has a very high rate of asthma in kids. Up to 1 in 5 kids in Cuyahoga County will get asthma by the time they reach high school.
What do you think's causing that?
It's a combination of, both outdoor air pollution, the indoor air pollutants, lack of access to health care, lack of education about lung disease. Poverty can impact it. Living in an urban environment can increase your risk for asthma, so multiple things.
I know you look at how cities how stack up as far as air quality. What do you hear about the greater Cleveland area as far as air quality and its impact on our lungs?
It has a huge impact. In terms of air quality in Cleveland, I believe we're worse than neighboring cities such as Detroit and Pittsburgh, but we're working at it. The biggest thing is that we're aware of it. We know it's a problem. We recognize it's a problem in the community, and we're working towards addressing it.
I know when we came up with this law in the state of Ohio outlawing smoking inside buildings and public places and places like where we are right now, no smoking is allowed anywhere in the building. Cleveland Clinic played a big part in that, in getting that law passed in the state legislature.
We did.
Your thoughts on that? Will we see more of those kinds of laws in other states, or are other states following suit?
I believe they are. Cleveland Clinic, my understanding is that we were one of the first places that made it against the law to smoke anywhere on main campus or outside of the buildings. And also, we don't hire people who smoke. So that made a huge impact.
We're going to see more of that, aren't we? Throughout the marketplace, throughout the other areas?
Absolutely, we're going to see more of that, yeah.
Well, once again, we appreciate you being with us. Dr. Rachel Tellercio, you're a pulmonologist at Cleveland Clinic. Her big event is going to be Lung Health Day. It is Saturday, June 28th, on the campus of Cleveland Clinic, right there at 9500 Euclid Avenue on the east side of Cleveland. Starts at 10 o'clock in the morning and runs until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You can phone 444-0582. We've got that phone number on the screen, or you can go to clevelandclinic.org/lungday2014. More information on everything we're talking about. Good to have you with us, Doctor.
Thank you so much for having me.
The doctor's in the house. I am breathing easier because you're here.
Thank you.
Good to have you on the broadcast. In a moment, we're going to talk about the annual Fiesta of Hope Luncheon. I'm Leon Bibb. I'll be right back. You're in touch with Kaleidoscope. Glad to have you in touch with Kaleidoscope, too. It's Esperanza's annual festival, or Fiesta of Hope luncheon, takes place on June 27th at the Renaissance Cleveland Hotel, downtown Cleveland. Its executive director, Victor Ruiz, is here to tell us more about this event, which raises money to provide scholarships for graduating high school students. Victor Ruiz of Esperanza Incorporated. Hey, Victor.
Hi, Mr. Bibb. How are you?
Oh, just fine, just fine. Good to have you here.
Well, thanks for having us again.
Refresh our memories of Esperanza. What does Esperanza do?
Great, thank you. Well, first of all, Esperanza means hope in Spanish, and this is our 31st year in the community. And we are education focused, and our primary goal is to get students to graduate from high school and then pursue post-secondary education. So the Fiesta of Hope celebrates our accomplishments, celebrates our students, especially those who have chosen to go on to college.
How big an area do you work in here in Northeast Ohio?
Well, we concentrate on the near west side primarily. We were open to students who come to us from, the entire city of Cleveland, but our geographic focus is the near west side, where most Hispanics in Cleveland live.
Right, and your programs and services are all geared toward that educational piece, keeping kids in school, and letting them stay in school and graduate, and then providing scholarships for beyond that.
Correct. So the direct services to students are targeted at that, and then we work with the parents, who are our students' primary support system, to educate them on how to engage with their children. So
you're always on a campaign to raise some money. So
yes, every day.
To do this.
Yeah.
So we've got the Fiesta of Hope, which is coming up on Friday, the 27th. Tell me a little bit about the Fiesta of Hope.
Sure. So the Fiesta of Hope is this is our 24th year. It raises dollars for our scholarship recipients. We're excited that we have the largest class ever this year. Over 100 students will receive a scholarship, and that ranges from a full ride to Cleveland State University to $1,000 scholarships.
And we got a little information right here on the Esperanza, and you are celebrating hope. And Esperanza, of course, as you told us at the top of the broadcast, does mean hope. So it's a Fiesta of Hope, Friday, June the 27th, at the Cleveland Renaissance Hotel. And it starts at 11:45 in the morning and goes until 1:30 in the afternoon. So it's a luncheon.
Correct.
What do you hope to come of this?
Great. Well, I think for me the part that I'm really excited is being able to tell our students stories.
Yeah.
We have some exciting stories this year, such as a young lady who 4 years ago was reading at a 4th grade level and is now Dean's List at Tri-C. So really being able to expose the community to our children, our students, their hopes, their dreams, and also connect everyone so that their support system can be expanded.
And that's your vision, to continue to do this and expand the footprint and the handprint of Esperanza.
Absolutely.
Throughout more of Northeast Ohio. So tickets are available for the Fiesta of Hope?
Of course. There's $75 a piece, and there's also table sponsorships available.
Yeah. And if people make a phone call to your office, they can get more information on the tickets.
Absolutely, on our website as well.
And the website. Let me put a phone number on the screen, 216-651-7178. You see that at the bottom of the screen. Or you can go to esperanzainc.org, esperanzainc.org, and that really means hope. And that's why you're hoping to do more. And these kids, these young people, these young adults, they're looking for hope too.
Absolutely. The need is growing, the community is growing. Their services that we need to provide need to grow as well with them. And in some cases, being that person who believes in them, gives them that hope, is the difference maker.
What do you tell a student, maybe a young student who you run into in your travels, perhaps comes to your office there? What do you tell them about hope and about what they can be?
Well, first of all, I try to let them know that I, too, was in their shoes when they were little. And, you have to work hard. You also have to take the support and the help that others give you. And that things will get difficult. But the factor is keeping that hope and keeping those dreams and that vision there and working towards those things. Education
and key are vital to finding success, a success in life.
Absolutely.
They're key, and that's what you're going to talk about. Tell me a little bit about what's going to go on at the Celebration of Hope.
Sure. So, of course, we'll be presenting all the scholarship recipients, but we'll really be highlighting scholarship students. So we have 4 or 5 students that will be telling some amazing stories of triumph and hope and participating in our programs and the great success that they've achieved in being accepted to post-secondary education.
Stories of hope and
Stories
inspiration.
of hope and inspiration.
Okay. The Fiesta of Hope is going to be Friday, June the 27th. Friday, June 27th, Fiesta of Hope at the Cleveland Renaissance Hotel, the big hotel on Cleveland's Public Square. Tickets are available, $75, right? That's what you told me. 651-7178 is the phone number, or esperanzainc.org. You can find more information on everything we're talking about.
Yeah,
always good to see you, Victor.
Yes, thank
Victor's
you.
one of our regulars around here. Good to see you, Victor.
Thanks for having us. I appreciate the support.
Certainly. I'm going to take a break. I'll be right back. We're going to talk about the Black Diamonds and talk about Delta Sigma Theta sorority after this. Welcome back to more of Kaleidoscope. The Greater Cleveland Delta Foundation Life Development Center hosts its Black Diamonds Gala Awards breakfast on June the 28th. This event will honor everyday men, as they are called, who have inspired other individuals. The president, Dr. Renee Kavor-Willis, and John Hairston are here to tell us more about the event. Good to have you with us. Two good people.
Glad to be here.
Friends. Renee Kavor-Willis, president of the Delta Foundation Life Development Center, and John Hairston, facilitator with the Black Diamond Intergenerational Institute. First off, let's start with you, Renee. What is the Greater Cleveland Delta Foundation Life Development Center?
Okay. The Delta Center, as we affectionately call it, or the Delta Foundation, is actually the 501c3 arm of the Cleveland chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. So it's a 501c3 committed to public service to impacting our greater Cleveland community.
And all of you are members of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, and after you get out of college, you continue to be members of the sorority, doing positive things in the community.
Yes, we are lifetime members. We have undergraduate and graduate chapters, and so Cleveland's chapter has a 501c3 nonprofit that's committed to impacting the city even greater. Our board, however, made up of 25 members, has 19 Deltas, and 9, or actually 6 community members, of which Mr. Hairston is one of our community members, and he serves on our board of directors.
Let's bring John Hairston into the conversation right now. You're a facilitator for Black Diamond Intergenerational Institute. What is that, John?
It is an institute that provides an opportunity for us to focus on educational issues, on cultural issues, on economic issues, on governmental issues, and bring forth those kinds of programs so the world can see it, so the community can see, so we can enhance those and those particular activities. It also really focuses on low and moderate income kinds of activities in our community. I am very, very fortunate, Leon, that they selected me to be a member of the foundation, but also provided me the opportunity, because of my education background, to be a part of this program.
Yeah, you've been part of the Cleveland schools years ago when you were working for
Correct.
the Cleveland school system. You got a program for African-American men. Tell us about Black Diamonds, John.
Black Diamonds is fantastic, and I've had an opportunity to get to meet the last year's class of over 20 people, and when you talk with the men of Black Diamonds that were selected, you find that they are very, very, very humble. They did not move in a way in the community to be recognized. They did not promote themselves. And what's lovely about what is happening right now is the Delta Foundation has developed this program as a signature program that provides an opportunity to all women to look at black males and help promote black males in this community.
And so, in your own words, you said these are everyday men.
Yes.
That you're going to be saluting on Saturday, June the 28th at 9:30 in the morning at Manor Center Complex on Rockwell Road in Euclid.
Yes.
Tell me about this program.
So it was critical that we honor the unsung heroes, because our community is built upon the backs of unsung heroes. So our African-American males, we recognize as our cornerstone of our families, of our community, even though we're a sorority. But we also look at our mission and our calling in a greater sense, because we directly tie this Black Diamonds Intergenerational Institute on the back of our Embody program, which is a national sorority program. And keeping in alignment with President Obama's My Brother's Keeper, which just recently released its recommendations, we are heeding the call which says communities unite, public, private, nonprofits, to take an all hands on deck approach to addressing this national phenomenon.
And certainly we need to be saluting those black men in America who are doing positive things and doing what they should be doing. We're going to talk about that in a second with John here. Once again, it's Saturday, June the 28th. It's at 9:30 in the morning, the Manor Center Complex on Rockwell Road, which is in suburban Euclid right now. Are tickets available for this? Or?
Tickets are available. At this time, tickets probably would best be had online, because it is Saturday the 28th.
Yeah.
So online, you can purchase tickets. They're $40 for general admission. However, children 12 and under, $25, scrumptious breakfast included.
Let me put a Delta Foundation website here, DeltaFoundationBlackDiamonds.com, DeltaFoundationBlackDiamonds.com, more information on everything we're talking about. John, why is this so vital to salute these men who are doing positive things?
Because they do not get the recognition in society that they should get. You know, I volunteer a lot, but this is my signature volunteer program, because we know that within our communities we do have role models. We know within our communities that we have people that do things for people every single day, and they do it because they see that the need is there. But many times we don't accent the people that are the backbone of making things happen in our community. That's why I think this program is so important, because and talking to one gentleman from last year, he had no idea that anybody was even paying any attention to what he was doing. When he was picking up young kids and mentoring them and taking them fishing and doing all this kind of stuff out of his pocket. Had nothing to do with his job, just had something to do with his heart. And we have many black males that in this community that are doing that kind of thing, and I am honored to be with the Delta Foundation that made this a signature program to begin to accent those kinds of people.
So am I, and I've got a piece of it because I did the video. I was part of the video production, and we're going to have a little video showing about what all of this is about at the event on Saturday, June the 28th at 9:30 in the morning at the Manor Center Complex in Euclid, Ohio. Thank you so much for being with us, Renee Kapoor-Willis and John Hairston. Good to have you with us, talking about what's positive and what's going on in the community.
Yes.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, we love you for what you do.
All right.
Taking a break. I'll be right back with Marsha Maccabee of the Urban League after this. The Morning Exchange. That means Marsha Maccabee of the Urban League of the Greater Cleveland is here. She's the president and CEO. Hey, Marsha.
Hey, Leon. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. And you?
I'm doing well. Doing well. Good. Doing well. We've got some exciting news to share this morning. I want everybody in our listening audience to write this date down. Tuesday, July 22nd. We are going to be launching the National Urban League Conference in Cincinnati, Ohio, which will actually occur from the 23rd through the 27th. But on Tuesday, July 22nd, what's going to be happening is there will be a statewide education summit that will occur in Cincinnati.
Oh, is that right?
It is free. It is open to the public. We're going to be talking about the Common Core state standards. And David Johns, the executive director of the White House Initiative on Excellence for Education for African Americans, is going to be our keynote. And he's going to be talking about a lot of things, the president's big initiative for males, for black males. I am my brother's keeper.
Yeah.
And our own Coach Ted Ginn from here is going to be on that program, as well as Reverend Todd Davidson and a number of individuals from Cleveland that we're taking down to Cincinnati. So we're very excited, and we want folks to come by the busload to Cincinnati to be a part of that.
This is all part of what you've been talking about for some time now. The importance of education.
Yes.
It's what we've been talking about on this broadcast too,
Absolutely.
in 2 of our segments before you.
Absolutely.
The importance of education and what young people need to be about and what their parents need to be about.
Yes. And we have Miss Valencia White, who is one of our poster children who graduated from an Urban League program, who is now a software engineer at Chrysler in Detroit, who went through our program, who's going to be a keynote there as well.
Oh, you've got it going.
Yeah.
Okay. It's key. It's key. Like I said, the woman is wonderful. She's part of all things wonderful. Thank you, Marsha Maccabee.
Thank you.
That's going to do it for us. Take care.
Kaleidoscope, a weekly public affairs program brought to you in partnership with the Urban League of Greater Cleveland, Kaleidoscope Magazine, and News Channel 5.